Coming up on Mountain News this morning, one Eastern Kentucky school hosts its first ever fall festival, inviting kids of all ages to join in on the fun. And a Kentucky University gets into the Halloween spirit by hosting a pumpkin carving event for entire families to enjoy.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning again to you. I'm Dakota Makeris. It's just a minute after 6:30 on this Monday morning. Let's head over to Brandon for a look at your forecast. Brandon, it's going to rain. It's probably strong at times. So I know you all, the weather team's been preparing for this. We're in our severe weather alert day coverage. And right now it's calm, but later today it's not going to be.
Exactly. And here's the thing. We're very cautiously optimistic, and I use that phrase cautiously. We're cautiously optimistic that I think these will just be some stronger storms and not severe, but we're keeping a very close eye on them as they move in this morning. Temperatures already surging ahead of that system, but the rain on the way. Live pinpoint Doppler radar already trying to work its way into some of our western counties there, like Rockcastle and Pulaski and Wayne counties. We'll take a little closer look. Some heavier bands of rain coming through parts of central Kentucky there, Danville, Columbia, back out toward Glasgow there, and south central Kentucky. So just kind of keep that in mind. A couple of stronger showers trying to move their way across the Wayne and Pulaski County borders this morning. Look at those temperatures though out to the west. 64 Morehead, 66 Irvin, Somerset, 65 Monticello, and then you see places like Jonesville where it's only 43, where the skies cleared out overnight. It's only 55 in Harlan and Wise, 54 in Middlesboro. So some colder pockets out there this morning. Be aware of that as you head out the door. Breakfast forecast, we are looking at temperatures that are all over the place. They really are. I just had to try to split the difference there this morning on that one. But I can tell you later today we'll get into the upper 60s to right around 70, and those chances for showers and storms will roll through a little bit later this morning going into the early afternoon hours. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, this past weekend marked the 19th annual Battle of Leatherwood Civil War reenactment in Cornetsville, which showcases the 1862 battle between the Confederate and Union sides over salt works in the area. WYMT's Alyssa Williams spoke to several people about what sets this reenactment apart from others in the region.
For the past 19 years, the fourth weekend of October brings in several spectators, reenactors, and sutlers to take part in the Battle of Leatherwood reenactment in Perry County.
Well, I think history is just interesting. And again, it's multifaceted.
One thing that sets this reenactment apart from others is the fact that the reenactment committee has created a village surrounding the battlefield so spectators can immerse themselves in the time period.
Because where else can kids see this kind of stuff? You know, and what we're doing, there's a lot of places around like this, but there's nothing right in this region.
Not only is the village there for spectators to enjoy, but several demonstrations take place throughout the site, showing people what it took to make the things people needed to survive back then.
Certainly we all know about going out and battles with the Indians or things that the men usually had to deal with. The women were back there fighting hard to keep their families alive and their husbands alive and food on the table and the whole 9 yards.
Those involved say these reenactments not only serve as a history lesson, but a way to honor the lives of those who came before us.
100 years from now, some kid is going to look at what we were doing and how we lived and say, how'd they do it? So we're looking back 100 years, 200 years. How'd they do it? And glad we didn't have to live that way.
Watching several pieces of history unravel before our eyes. In Perry County, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, Transylvania University held its annual Pumpkin Mania event Sunday. The family-friendly carving event was different than years past because of the pandemic, but lots of people still came out to decorate pumpkins to be displayed on campus. 11 years Pumpkin Mania has occurred at the university, and this year the staff and students were excited to continue on the tradition.
Excited to have the community come back and join us. We're outside, so it's hopefully a very safe event. Folks are signing up in small groups with their families, and so we're doing our best to not only maintain health and safety for them, but for our Trancey community as well.
The carved pumpkins will be on display from October 25th to the 28th right on the Morrison Steps at Transylvania University and will be lit every night for people to come and see. One school in Floyd County held its first ever fall festival, and the best part, all the attractions were completely free. Our Jordan Mullins has more from the Falcon Fall Festival at the David School and what it offered to the community who support the school's students through thick and thin.
The David School in Floyd County held its first ever Falcon Fall Festival on Friday and Saturday as a way to give back to the community.
We want to build a better relationship with the community, get more involvement. We feel that every child in our county and surrounding counties has value, and every child is valuable to our community. So we just want to build relationships with the community and let them know that the David School's here, what we offer. Folks
were out in bunches to enjoy the fall festivities.
We have a lot of people showing up. We have a lot of people coming out to support our school. Our school, we keep it's a family atmosphere, so we have a lot of families coming out, hanging out, sitting on the porch, in the dining hall, eating funnel cakes.
Aside from a few food items and raffle tickets, the festival was entirely free, including inflatables, hay rides, games, pumpkin carving, funnel cakes, and more. A fall festival so fun, even Pennywise made an appearance to clown around.
You know, we're in the economically challenged area, so everything that we can do to help contribute and give back, we're happy to do so.
Giving back to the community that supports their kids.
We just wanted to make sure that the community knew how much we appreciate everything that they do for us and our students at the school.
By letting the kids have some Falcon fun. In Floyd County, Jordan Mullins, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, Lafferty says not to worry if you missed out on the fun this year because the school plans to make the Falcon Fall Festival an annual event and to check out the school's Facebook page to keep up with events. Well, Pea Ridge United Methodist Church in Huntington held a trunk or treat for anyone in the community to attend. Pirates, ghosts, nurses, and even Minnie Mouse showed up for church Sunday with sweet treats in their sights. In addition, more than a dozen cars were decorated and filled with candy for kids to come by and visit with the characters and collect those all-important treats along the way. Church leaders wanted to hold the event so families could come out for a safe time of dressing up and sharing in free food and fun for everyone.
We hope that they know that they're loved and that there's a community here that is trying to be safe and trying to be welcoming and encourage safe practices for everyone to come out and enjoy a little bit of fun.
Now, there was a competition for the best decorated trunk called Take My Money, where the pastor gave out his own money in the form of gift cards to the best decorated car and costume. Well, a winner has been declared following an exciting event that took place Saturday. The event, a Dachshund Hound race, was held on Main Street, seeing around 12 dogs compete. Crossing the finish line was Lucky Gross. Owner Kimberly Gross was excited and shocked seeing her furry friend winning the race.
I was tickled to death. I was surprised that he won, to be honest. I figured one of the other little dogs would win where he's 5-year-old, but he won. Easy.
I'm so upset I missed this. Well, for his victory, the city of Hazard awarded Lucky with the title of Duke. Big7Travel.com released a list of the 25 best burgers in Kentucky, and one Southeastern Burger Bar earned the number 4 spot. Pat's Snack Bar in Clay County had the 4th best burger in the state, according to the site. And Pat's Snack Bar manager Charles Stivers says he had no idea he made the list until his daughter sent him to the link, the ranking.
We didn't know we was in a contest. Actually, someone sent me the link to where we was ranked 4th. We didn't know anyone was in here. We have a lot of outside people, a lot of people travel to eat here, but we didn't know we was in the contest. But we are proud to be 4th in the state of Kentucky.
Stivers says he credits this ranking to having fresh meat that's brought into Pat's Snack Bar 3 times a week, making the freshest homemade burgers for their customers. Well, if you plan on hosting family and friends this holiday season, you may want to start stocking up on gifts now. Major retailers don't anticipate the national supply chain crisis will end anytime soon. John Lawrence reports.
Last-minute shoppers may want to change their ways this holiday season.
Order early
I think we have to set realistic expectations.
Disruptions related to the COVID-19 pandemic are affecting the global supply chain. There's been gridlock at the Port of Los Angeles, where shipping containers holding everything from toys to sneakers have been stuck offshore. Among the products affected, alcohol.
We had 50 people waiting in line just to see what we had coming in this morning, because it's a guessing game for us just as the guest. They don't know what's coming, we don't know what's coming. We see the orders the day before, we get them in the morning, we put it out for sale, and they're gone by the end of the day.
Large food producers warn some of their products could be limited come fall and winter. Some fear President Biden's December 8th mandate for companies who work with the federal government to lay off employees who don't get vaccinated for COVID-19 will make matters worse.
Because we already have a critical shortage of folks that are working through the supply chain, that order would only exacerbate the issue.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
.641 here on this Monday morning. We continue to track that cold front across the state, reaching basically the Lake Cumberland corridor right now. Not quite to I-75 just yet, but it will continue moving in that direction as we head a little later today. There's live pinpoint Doppler radar. And again, it's kind of light rain, maybe some sprinkles out toward Pulaski, Wayne, and Rockcastle counties this morning, but the bulk of the rain still coming through central Kentucky, slowing down just a little bit as we approach the 7 o'clock hour. You see those temperatures still pretty high out there in those western counties. 66 Irvine, Somerset as well, 61 in London, 65 in Monticello, but still have not moved hardly any at all in the eastern half of the state. 43 in Jonesville over in southwest Virginia, 56 Harlan, 55 Middlesboro, although they're up from 53 a little while ago, and 57 now in Wise. Your out the door forecast features chances for showers and storms throughout the day. And again, we still have that slight risk, which is a 2 out of 5 for severe weather from the Storm Prediction Center for those eastern counties. We'll keep you posted on that. But temperatures today should top out near 70, even as that front moves through. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. And thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:42. Still to come here on Mountain News this morning. A certain symptom caused by COVID-19 might just stick around longer than once thought.